know that the California Legislative Black Caucus, under the leadership of Dr. Shirley Weber and under our past chair, State Senator Mitchell, we've looked at the ethnic studies programs across California with a very, very keen eye of what has been done in the past, what's being done, and unfortunately may not be being done in the future. For many of us that had the pleasure or had the fortune of having these ethnic studies classes on campus when we went to school, we know better than anyone else how important it is to have a sense of culture on every campus here in California, especially in the UC, Cal State, and even the community college. My children, for example, went to HBCUs, historically black colleges. One went to Morehouse, one went to Hampton. I went to an all-white institution over here called the University of Southern California. We both, I think, all of us got good educations, except I missed out on that sense of blackness that my kids got when they went to school. And so in a lot of ways, they got a better education than I did because they were able to get a sense of their own culture. And we need to continue that in our studies programs, especially since right now, I just came back from Selma, 50th anniversary of it. When you go there and you hear about Jimmy Lee Jackson and him being killed 50 years ago, and then getting to the news, looking at Wisconsin, see another unarmed African-American male killed. Our people need to know that 50 years ago, the governor of Alabama, George Wallace, said segregation now, segregation tomorrow, segregation forever, and to know that the present governor of Alabama is against affirmative action, against ethnic programs, is against a lot of things that we hold as sacred right now, and is bothering with the Voting Rights Act. We know that we need that sense of history. We need to understand where we came from, to understand where we are now, to understand where we're going to be in the future. And so I am ecstatic to hear from everyone here about what's going on in this field of study. But most important, not only can we get our young people involved, but we've had this entire caucus has had some real deep discussions about the academic leadership there. How many PhD programs do you have for African Americans? How many professors do you have? How many people that are teaching full-time that has tenure that look like me? Do we have that anymore, or are they starting to fade away? And could ethnic studies program provide the kind of impetus to keep that growing on our campus? And so I'm gonna be quiet because I really came here to hear from you. Oh, and I was just reminded that in the Assembly, we are also very concerned about our young African-American males. As many of you know, there are more African-American males going to prison than going to college. There was a gentleman, Assemblymember Sandre Swanson, who started the Select Committee on Boys and Men of Color. You should clap with that one. Because what he started about 6 or 7 years ago was a small flame with a match. It has now grown into not only a full-fledged committee, but this year you generally have about 7 to 11 members on. We had about a third of the Assembly trying to get on this committee. We have people who are willing to fund it at unbelievable levels. And I like to say, the President of the United States copied from us the program that he had, My Brother's Keeper. If you look at it, and you look at what Boys and Men of Color, what was started with the Black Caucus, we started it. And we're now in the phase where we're implementing a lot of things so we can help our young African-American males.